things on a Chromebook.
It doesn't?
I don't know. Maybe it does. It didn't do it just now.
I think it does on my Chrome base in my classroom.
Why do I smell marshmallow?
Oh, God. Are you having a stroke?
I don't smell toast. I smell marshmallow.
What do you do with marshmallows? You roast
toast them.
Oh, you toast them.
You,
Right.
you tea roast them.
All right. So
3:30. Shit.
All right.
Wait. So, just for clarification, Mom Brain, who was slowing things down this day?
Me.
I asked Mom Brain.
It's Kevin.
Yeah, get him.
All right. Take him out. Close the door. I'm not doing this whole show.
All right.
Take him out.
We're gonna sweat it up in here. Where are you going?
Bro. There's
Bro.
not much news.
Huh?
Only like a page and a half of news.
So what?
So what? Did you buy a Lego set?
No. Hell no.
Why not?
Because I'm not spending $200 on that thing.
Why not? It's $230. So there's a bunch of people selling them on eBay right now for $329
Yeah,
instead of $229.
It's not my
How
life.
about that?
It's not my life. All right. 3, 2, 1. Nope. Go Nintendo Podcast, Webisode 781, the Delmise Podcast. The Go Nintendo Podcast is a part of the Greenlit Podcast Network at greenlitpodcasts.com.
Thanks. Very cool.
Very cool. Mom Brain, can you tell us about Delmise, please?
Delmise, I think is how we'll say it from here on out. Delmise. After a piece of seaweed merged with debris from a sunken ship, it was reborn as this ghost Pokemon.
Reborn.
They are 12 feet tall.
Whoa. Whoa.
463 pounds. Their gender is unknown. The category is Sea Creeper, and the ability is Steel Worker.
We're just going to skirt over that its ability is Sea Creeper.
I mean,
That is a funny ability.
nothing surprises me.
Nothing surprises me in the world of Pokemon. Every time, Discord, I need you to change your icon because I don't know. This controller doesn't do it for me. Every time I'm like, what the hell is this? Hello, Hiley and Tom, and the Aloe Wolf, and Dre Gamer, and Ice Grove, and Nikki Hill, and Outlaws, and Robot Face, and Robberman X, and Gecko Kitsune, and Hiley and Tom, and Giant Reggie, and Malik Halo, and Anastasia Beaverhausen, and Ridley Soria, and whoever
A
else
big hello to my
I
fans.
didn't see in here. Freddie Pro, Shillelagh, all you wonderful people. Cephazon. Oh my God, Cephazon. Hello, Cephazon. Thanks to everybody for joining us today. I greatly appreciate it. How you doing, Mom Brain?
I'm glad you asked.
Hold on a minute. Rob R Man X says someday RMC will get my name right. It's Robberman X. Like
Rob
Mega Man.
Armanix.
Rob Armanix.
It's possible.
Robberman X, you phonetically spell your name in a chat and I will still get it wrong, but at least I'll know. Anyway, Mom Brain,
I'm glad you asked.
how are you?
Great. I have been up until just in the last 10, 15 minutes participating in NJEA's Summer Leadership Conference via Zoom. So I've just been staring at a screen all day. So it's nice to be down here with people. I bought Coca-Cola.
I saw that.
Coca-Cola Light.
I opened up the fridge last night and I was like, why is there a box of Coca-Cola in here?
I've been in the mood for it. And I don't keep it in the house generally. Not for any particular reason except that it's not the best choice.
I regret asking this story. It seems like a long one.
Asking this story.
Asking a question.
There
I
are
regret talking to you.
Fountain Coca-Cola from McDonald's is like the epitome of Coca-Cola. But a can of Coke out of your fridge, like Coke is so good. It's just so
Disagree.
delicious.
Now it comes in a box. Now it's like
Yeah.
that box wine. What is that box wine?
There's lots of box wine.
Yeah.
Franzia.
Instead of the boxes that used to have the cans in them, now they just fill the box with Coca-Cola and you put a straw in that and drink.
Actually, if you really, it's the fountain drink that's all it is like a giant box of syrup.
Well, my understanding is it's like a giant bag. Like
it's a bag inside of a box, but
right.
so is box wine. It's like it's an air sealed bag, but it's just a bag of syrup in a box that mixes with seltzer.
Hello, Mine Without a Cause. Cephazon says you can only get cherry Coke imported in Japan. It's practically gold to those who get it. I do like a cherry Coke, but I will, and I know this is a hot button issue. I do like Pepsi better than I like Coke. And in this house, that's blasphemy.
It's disgusting and wrong.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
Beppis is far inferior. Like in every which way.
The only reason you like Coke better is because Coke is like more biting. Like you drink it and it's like, ah. Pepsi's like, ah, Pepsi.
Pepsi's for losers.
Wow.
Coke is for winners.
Hey, Josh Grobot, my friend, how are you doing today?
That's none of your business.
Okay, thank you, Josh. Nikki Hill, hello, Roth. Hello, Kirby. Kirby, I don't want to hear your talk about Pepsi. We already know how you feel.
Kirby's right.
Nikki Hill, how are you doing today?
That's none of your business.
Hello, Rock. Yeah. Well, everybody's in a chatty mood. All right, Mom Brain. We have something interesting here. Freddie Fro says, hey, gang, we're enjoying the podcast as we run some errands. You haven't lived until you rock the GN podcast while looking for box fans at Target.
Yes.
Wow.
Welcome to adulthood.
That sounds
Welcome
like a nightmare.
to adulthood.
All right, Mom Brain. I was going to say we have an interesting thing to discuss.
Do we?
When the week started out, as I said, I make little notes on my in my email to for things to discuss during the podcast, and I never write them out fully, and it always bites me in the ass. I left a note, and I know it's related to you, but I don't know what the specific discussion was. In my email, I left a note that says s'mores.
Oh, I know exactly what that was.
Remember?
Yeah. All right. So we've been into s'mores lately. I mean, always.
We've been into s'mores lately. You guys heard of these things?
We've been really
called
into s'mores lately.
Well, I would like s'more of them.
So raw meat adores s'more flavored everything, but especially enjoys a real s'more.
Hello, Fro Yukin.
I would not outright buy a s'more flavored thing or be like, ooh, I could have a s'more right now. But when I eat a s'more, I'm like, holy crap, this is delicious. So we've been eating some s'mores lately. I also...
Can I just interrupt?
Yeah.
Of course. It's who you are.
You said I couldn't. I'm going to. You two are living the quarantine life.
We sure are.
Why? Because we're eating s'mores?
You just got each other there. You're playing Animal Crossing, raw meat. You're bringing home the bacon. I mean, Mom Brain's working too, but you guys are living a beautiful life. I think it's beautiful.
I mean, it's sort of beautiful. We miss our friends like you, but
you know what? Friends aren't getting in the way of your s'mores time. You're sitting out on your porch. You're enjoying
our s'morch.
You know what? I gotta say, without our friends here, I have a lot more s'mores time.
Mom Brain got her coffee pot.
Nikki Hill, I don't want to ruin your party here, but you could eat s'mores and drink coffee at home. You can do it.
It's not the same unless Mom Brain's making them, because I'm sure she's making all your s'mores too, because you don't know how to use a fire pit.
She has made some, and I have made some, but I'm just putting them in the microwave.
I knew it. See, you don't know how to use a fire pit.
I'm not gonna make a fire just to eat 3 s'mores.
Yeah, that's what
I would.
About. An event.
Well, I just like the grill.
Mom
I like
Brain,
the grill, and I
what
make them
was
over
the
the grill.
point of this s'mores thing?
All
I don't
right,
remember.
We were in your office eating s'mores, but also in your office was
He's yelling at the dog.
was a package of cookies. And so I said to you,
Oh, yes.
if I put a toasted marshmallow in between 2 chocolate chip cookies, is it a s'more?
And you said
Because you
this.
have basically all the flavors, really.
You said this would be a discussion for the podcast because we've had our famous sandwich discussions a million times over. Froyukin says no. Robot Face says yes. Owl Wolf says no, but as a question. It's an interesting debate to have. Froyukin says that's cheating. I mean,
Now, regardless of whether or not it's a s'more, it's something I'd like to try.
Anastasia Beaverhausen says, is a s'more a sandwich? Here we go.
Yes, it is.
It's gotta be.
Right?
Wait, Nico Darunia, first hello, says, what are s'mores? Are you joking? I hope you're
I'm
joking.
sorry, what?
If
You know what I like to do, Mom Brain? It's definitely not a s'more for me, but I would take 2 cookies, preferably of the chocolate chip variety, and put a dollop of fluff in the middle.
That's messy.
And just make like a marshmallow chocolate chip cookie sandwich.
All right. So, I mean, technically a s'more, Nico Darunia, is you roast a marshmallow, you put it on a stick, and you toast it over a fire, and you get it a little bit brown around the outside and melty. And then you take a graham cracker and you put 2 pieces of, it's got to be Hershey's chocolate. I don't like Hershey's chocolate under normal circumstances, but I like it in a s'more. Just 2 little pieces of Hershey's chocolate. You put it on top of the graham cracker. You take the marshmallow, you put it on top of the chocolate, and another graham cracker on top, and you pull the marshmallow off, and you eat it. It's
Cephazon says, my
delicious.
German friends and Japanese friends here don't know what s'mores are. When they try them, they wince from how sweet they are. Well, they're
super
certainly
sweet.
without a doubt.
Anastasia Beaverhausen has a good question. Is it a s'more if I melt a marshmallow and put it between my butt cheeks?
Hello, Doom Eternal, and
Only if someone eats it.
oh man. All right. Well, there's
What's the chocolate in that scenario?
no.
Just saying, because you only mentioned the marshmallow, but we need the marshmallow and chocolate in between. You know what I mean?
Nikki Hill, know what I mean? Are you distant from your phone?
I'm talking down to it.
Just speak up when you speak, please.
Yeah, you speak up.
If you've never had a roasted toasted marshmallow, you're missing out. They're very
Roasted
good.
toasty. Hello. Did I say Doom Eternal? Hello to Doom Eternal. All right. Moving on. A little bit more non-Nintendo news before we get into our regular news section. I would like to say that, well, first, Nikki Hill, have you watched Uncut Gems?
Uncut Gems?
Yes.
I did watch it. What are you watching it for?
My cousin yesterday.
You're a big basketball fan?
My cousin yesterday was telling me that I should watch Uncut Gems, and I had no interest in it, and they wanted me to watch it, so I said, okay, I'll watch it tonight. Did you like it?
It gave me a lot of anxiety. It's supposed to, but yeah. It's well done, but holy moly.
Scale 1 to 10.
It took some time to process it, but like mid-7s maybe.
I gave it an 8, so we're right on the same page. I minused a point because of Adam Sandler, just because I don't feel like he's doing anything different really than Adam Sandler.
I thought he was very different from his standard.
Well, let me take this back. He's not Billy Madison, Adam Sandler. He's not like,
I thought that was a point because Adam Sandler is in it, period. It's like, not even looking at his performance, just that he's there.
He is there. And then what was my other minus for? My other minus was for like just everybody, pretty much everybody's a terrible person.
Yeah, but that's kind of the point of it.
I know. That's why I only took away 1 point. I'm just saying for my personal preference, I like at least someone who's at least kind. I don't want to say everybody's like absolutely terrible and has no redeeming value, but it's a bunch of crappy people.
Yeah, well, their first film with Robert Pattinson, the characters are even less redeeming in that one.
Well, still, I thought it was a very good movie.
But yeah, it gave me not like anxiety, but the fact that every single scene, everyone is yelling at each other the entire time.
Yeah,
Like,
it is a lot.
It is tense.
Yes.
But that's the whole point.
Yeah, they're doing it
the
on
concept
purpose.
that they're dealing with is about that sort of lifestyle.
That's what my cousin was saying. She was very tense watching it because everybody's yelling all the time. Alec Halo says the best quote from Uncut Gems. Want to touch the hind?
Do you remember when that was like all people, when we were in high school, people just said that like,
I like the stairs. They're fun.
I never even saw all of Billy Madison.
Oh my God. Now this is just going to turn into us quoting Adam Sandler.
No, because I don't even know any quotes from him because I never watched any of his movies really.
Go to your home.
Oh, I did see that one. What is that one?
Thank you, Mom, without a
Happy
cause.
Gilmore?
Happy Gilmore, yes. Yes,
just
Mom
see
Brain,
Waterfall.
something very exciting's going on.
yeah, do you remember Turbo K sent us an email about, the having a baby and blah, 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 blah. So we've been
Do you remember Turbo
I'm so
K sent us
excited.
email about having baby?
So we've been in touch back and forth, and I found out last week that it wasn't one baby, it's two babies,
Oh, no.
twins. And on the 29th, so a couple of days ago, I got a message that I just received today that they arrived, and it looks like one boy, one girl, and they are gorgeous and big.
And
like,
their names are Rami and Mom Brain. What did
That's
we
right.
say the name of one baby? Josh? Did we say the name of Josh after Josh Grobot?
I don't remember.
Well-
So congratulations on your beautiful babies. I hope everybody is healthy and home, or at least on their way home very, very shortly.
Congratulations on the babies.
Now, did they have to quarantine upon their arrival?
Yes.
Only if the state they came from has a travel ban.
Hello, Tanuki Tony. I also watched Vivarium, but we'll save that for later because I don't want to get too off topic. Yeah, let's oh, hello, Rudy Duty. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for taking care of the mixer. All right, let us do some news, Mom Brain. Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt.
I'm congratulating Turbo on the biggest accomplishment.
Still waiting. Oh, there we go. Thanks, Mom Brain.
I'd say my pleasure, but then I'd be lying.
Let's do some news. And Nikki Hill was very disappointed that there's only 1 page plus 1 of top stories this week. But, not every week has a whole bunch of top stories. So we're just going to cover what's here. Going on right now, actually, is the Tetris 99 Paper Mario The Origami King Maximus Cup. So if you participate in that cup, you will get you'll see the Paper Mario The Origami King theme. And what's the deal here? You'll get the theme if you get a certain amount of points. Once you've secured a total of 100 event points, you will unlock a new theme featuring art, music, and Tetramino designs inspired by Paper Mario, The Origami King. I was talking to Crazy Colonel, and he was saying how much he loves my when I screw up. I would say I'm acting like.
Then you'd love living with them.
I'd say I'm like rewinding. It's like my noise for rewinding. Well, whenever I do that.
Oh, all the time.
I don't know how it started, but it's my thing.
But it's only when you're like you don't do it in conversation.
No, I do. I do it in conversation. I just don't talk to you.
Yeah, you don't talk much, the two of you.
We're too busy eating s'mores, clearly. So yeah, enjoy your Paper Mario, The Origami King.
That sound is just because you've got marshmallow all on.
Enjoy your Maximus Cup. It runs until August 3rd. Yes, Mom.
Another funny sound he makes is for the first hour to 2 hours of his day is.
Now hold on. Hold on. Hold on. That's only when allergies are bothering me. I haven't done it at all this week.
You have. You absolutely have.
That sounds like that guy from TikTok.
You absolutely have.
Right. The guy screaming into the mirror. Goodbye, TikTok. Goodbye, TikTok.
It's
maybe, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Last night, said getting rid of TikTok. I don't know if it's actually going to happen, but I was on TikTok last night and I was like, man, this could be my last time on
Wait,
TikTok.
who said it last night?
Who do you think said it?
Oh no.
TikTok.
Did they say that Facebook is starting their own version of TikTok?
It's called FicFoc. I can say that. FOC. Fuck.
Oh boy.
I don't know what's going on. Somebody would have to swoop in. I mean, there's Byte right now, but nobody uses Byte. Like, I was on Byte last night because I was like, well, I guess TikTok's going away. I got to get back into Byte. And I was like, man, it sucks over here. Giant Reggie says, instead of Maximus Cup, they should have called it the Paper Cup. Well, they didn't. And you're right. And they should hire you and promote you instantly. I've been thinking a lot more about Paper Mario, the Origami King in general. And I've just been thinking how much I really like that game. I've been thinking about Nikki Hill's question about where I put it in line with other Paper Mario games. And I said, I need to replay.
I don't remember asking that.
I need to replay the older ones. But I really enjoy that game. It's the more I think about I liked it right off.
The game is fun.
Thank you, Reggie. The more I think about it, the more I like it. And I liked it a lot right off the bat.
Yeah, I thought about that too.
Such a fantastic soundtrack, man. I feel like we haven't gotten a lot of the traditional soundboard from you lately. I like it, though. I like it. Oh, sorry, Mumbry.
Not even close.
Didn't mean to put you on the spot. But yeah, hopefully you guys who are playing that game really enjoy it. Or if you were on the fence about picking it up, have picked it up, because I really do think it's worth your time. I really enjoy that game. Here's a fun little story about Animal Crossing, Mom Brain.
Ooh.
So you've had a streak in Animal Crossing ruined by a one-day break, but other than that, it's every day since the game came out.
Almost. Yeah. There've been a
you've
couple
missed more than one day?
Yeah, I don't go more than like a day in between, but yeah.
Well,
mainly because I've been playing The Last of Us.
Let's say you're out and about and you're traveling and you're at a hotel and you're in your hotel room and you're taking care of your island and all that stuff. And then it comes time to pack up and leave. You got to go home. And you get home and you find out you forgot your Switch. You left it at the hotel. Now your poor Animal Crossing island is Roald's all by himself. Nobody taking care of him. Well, if you stay at the Hilton Garden Inn, you're in luck.
I've stayed at a Hilton Garden Inn before.
Because one Hilton Garden Inn, I guess when they went in to clean the room, noticed that there was a Switch there. And they obviously have information on who was in the room before, so they could get it back to them. But they went a step above and beyond. The game, Animal Crossing was still running.
That's my job.
Animal Crossing was still running. And the hotel staff went in to not just save the game, but also get the latest update for them as well. So they took care of their game, made sure no data was lost, and updated it as well, and then sent it back to them with a nice little note. Whoa! They drew Isabel and an island, and it says, "Good day. We saw that your game was still running. We saved it for you. That way you didn't lose any progress. It also downloaded the new update for you. Have fun swimming and have a great summer." How cool is
lovely.
that? That is definitely going a step above and beyond. MeReal says, "That's sweet. Little did the hotel staff know the game was probably owned by a 40-year-old. Once I forgot my 3DS at a campground we had rented for a couple nights. The campground staff found it and called us. The voicemail said, 'Hi. Hi, we found a child's toy, this game that was left in your yurt. My wife found that quite hilarious.'"
You, Link, are the hero.
What's going on here?
Getting a union phone call.
That is funny. There's just some people who see, even in today's day and age, some people who see video games and they're like, well, this is for children. Oh my God, this is unbelievable. And you didn't see it because you don't have your phone.
Yeah, but especially with Animal Crossing, because that's just a game for kids.
That's a game for kids, yes. We got a text from one of our friends that says, "Hey, are you all up for some s'mores and a fire tonight?"
Wow.
What is going on?
Wow.
Whoa. So yes, that was lovely of the Hilton staff to take care of that, going a step above and beyond. Monbrain, there's a new update for Animal Crossing.
I know.
Would you like to tell us about it?
Sure. So the few things that are included in the update are one, you get Luna and you get to dream and visit dream islands and make your island a dream island. You also get Pirate Gulliver. Fun fact, it's Gulliver dressed like
Wasn't
a pirate.
he part of the previous update? We're
Pirate
talking about the
Gulliver?
one that just came out.
I haven't seen Gulliver since, so maybe. And you get fireworks
There you
on
go.
Sunday nights. Oh yeah, I guess I just never saw Pirate Gulliver.
Pirate Gulliver was. Man,
I saw him yesterday.
I'm not even playing, and I know that he's not part of this. Yes, and the other thing that's part of this is island backup and restoration as well. But that is for like if you lose your Switch or something like that, you will still have to contact Nintendo to actually perform the whole process. You can't do it on your own.
I was a little bit disappointed when I realized that you have to have someone else's dream code to visit their island. I was hoping that you could just go to like a random dream island and like see some random other person's island, because I think that'd be like cool, like to just go and see other islands that I've not seen before.
American Dream.
Okay.
You said dream.
That's beautiful.
He's just a common man.
So I
working something with his hand.
Yeah, absolutely. Luna also, as the Discord is pointing out, has breasts.
Okay.
Pretty big ones, actually.
I'm sorry. On this show, we call them Dobon Honkeros.
She's got 2. Count them. 1, 2. Dobon Honkeros.
What animal is she?
She's like an anteater, maybe.
Well, they have boobs. It checks out.
They have what?
Boobs. Dobon Honkeros. Sorry.
There we go. Yeah, and a gyroid bong that's misting into the air.
That's right, yeah.
So, I mean, it's nothing earth-shattering. I'm excited to see some fireworks. Yeah. I'll probably ask you to design some for me because I'm no good at the designing piece, but...
A penis.
Somebody just said, everyone ready for penis fireworks. So it's lovely and nice.
Penis fire? What's going on?
You could design your own fireworks, so you could make penis fireworks, which people have been doing.
Oh.
And you're saying it's a game for kids. It's clearly not. You can make Dobon Honkero fireworks.
Yeah, well, mature adults wouldn't be making penis fireworks.
Well, I guess that's true. Is that
what they sound like?
Why not?
Giggly little kids. Oh, look at this. It's penis.
Wow, I am impressed.
Thanks, Woody. Well, yeah, that update is available now. And then we also know that there's another update coming in the fall. MeReal says, Island Backup Restoration Service. Yes, finally. Very happy to see this available. There's still like more of that save data stuff coming later this year as well. Brain, can I get a drum roll, please? Pokemon Go has pulled in $8.9 million in the latest Pokemon Go Fest.
That's not possible.
Oh, it is possible. So Niantic had the Pokemon Go Fest for 2020. Obviously, players are playing from home. And collectively, players spent $8.9 million in the game shop on Saturday alone, and then an additional $8.6 million on Sunday. So in total, players spent $17.5 million across the weekend. And Saturday's earnings, which were $8.9 million, were the highest daily total of revenue since 2016. This game is still setting records all these years after launching. I tried. I can't get there. I can't do the whistle tones. Yeah, so since the game's launch, so putting up those kind of numbers is crazy. What was I don't think I was watching a show. I think it was a trailer for something or a commercial for something. And I was disappointed because somebody was playing Pokemon Go. And the another character in the show was like, nobody plays that anymore. And I was like, that is not correct. Because people do play that and they're spending just as much, if not more, as they did back when the game launched. So I don't. God damn it! Hearing that statement made me so mad that I instantly forgot what the show was. I got nothing. I can't think about what it. Oh, it was a commercial, and I was like, "Well, I'm not watching that show." Like a real Karen. Why are you looking at me like that?
You're just funny.
Weird says the reimagined Go Fest was a lot of fun. I think it was money well spent, and I look forward to next year's fest. Well, isn't that great? A lovely comment. Just happy about things.
Rare.
In today's day and age on the internet.
Centipedes?
We already did that, so we don't need to do it. All right, so there's been a little bit of weirdness about Paper Mario, the Origami King, and Paper Mario in general when it comes to creating new characters. As you might have heard a few weeks ago, Nintendo was talking about new characters in the games, and they are allowed, Nintendo's developers, we don't know where the edict is coming from as far as higher up at Nintendo, but the developers who are working on Paper Mario games are allowed to create brand new original characters like you're seeing in Origami King, such as Ollie and Olivia. So they're allowed to do brand new characters that we haven't seen in any game ever before, but they are not allowed to take traditional Mario characters and expand upon them. So like you can't like take a Goomba and give it like, I don't know, a different color and some hair and a fancy pair of shoes. I don't know, and make it like a new character. Well, I guess you could do the shoes, but you can't do the hair and you can't do the different coloring. Just because that's a rule that Nintendo has put out there. Now, why? We don't know because Nintendo hasn't said. We just know that it is a rule. And now we got a little bit more detail on that coming from Nintendo's Kensuke Tanabe. And he talked a little bit about how toads are handled. Because there's a lot of toads in the game, obviously. Or for those who don't know, there are a ton of toads in the game. And Mr. Tanabe says, from the production of Paper Mario Sticker Star onwards, we were no longer able to graphically represent individual characteristics such as age and gender in Toad NPCs. And so it has become that much more important to convey their personalities simply through text. Our writer, Mr. Taro Kudo, has been grappling with this difficult challenge since Sticker Star, but has managed to achieve giving all the text a sense of humor. In this installment, the Origami King, we were able to include some toads wearing an outfit to match their role, and also created original origami characters. All right. So, I don't know why they have made this decision. I don't know why that would be something Nintendo says. Like, all right, listen, you guys can make this game, but don't make any toads that are really different. But like, if you play the game, that Captain T-Ode is in there, and he's like, is it Professor T-Ode? Well, anyway, he's like an archaeologist kind of guy, and he wears different clothing from other toads. And it says, it says NPCs, non-playable character. He's not playable, although he joins your party and will get into battle with you. But all the other toads, for the most part, are your traditional toads, just a few different colors that we've seen in other games. So there's like red, blue, yellow, green, stuff like that. So there's
I was thinking about that.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Go ahead.
There's a whole bunch of them. And they do, obviously, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between them just by looking at them because there's so many of the same colors. But each one definitely has its own personality through the writing because you hear one or two lines of dialogue from each one when you find them. And they did who's this again? Mr. Taro Kudo has done an excellent job with the dialogue because the writing in this game, especially with the toads, is phenomenal. Really funny, interesting stuff. And there's so many that you find. It's really hard to come up with that much interesting and funny dialogue. And he did it because finding toads is one of my favorite things in the game because I just like finding where they're hidden. But on top of that, the little bits of dialogue you get from each one are really good. But yeah, I don't understand his whole decision altogether. I don't understand why Nintendo doesn't want any tweaks to traditional Mario characters. And I'm trying to think of if that's something that's going on in other Mario games and we just haven't thought about it in that regard. We think about it in Paper Mario because of previous Paper Mario games, but I'm trying to think if other Mario games have followed the same suit. Yes, Nikki Hill.
Oh, there you go. He's giving you a little bit of his pretty soon. Yep.
I forgot.
Excellent. Thank you, Nikki Hill.
Listen, when you keep yammering on, like you can't expect people to just hold on to like little.
I told you to go, and you said you would wait.
Yeah, well, I didn't, and now I can't.
Hey, what happened?
So what I was thinking was, maybe people ruined it when they named two of their toads in past games, Buck and Berry and Ala Gold.
Wait, that was what Nintendo called them.
Yeah, but it was like code for they never actually like put it out there, and then those names took off like wildfire.
And why would Nintendo be so angry about it? We're not getting into another Buckenberry situation.
Yeah, I don't know. Because, exactly.
I mean, we haven't heard them references that in any game, although fans do know them as hardcore fans.
Maybe like if they don't kind of have any diversity in their characters, then they can't offend anybody.
Well, but they do have
diversifying enough or diversifying too much. Like people are always going to be upset. So it's like we're doing what we do. Don't ask for anything else.
But they do have diversity in the characters. It's just they don't have as much as they used to. Like,
but everybody looks the same because we're all the same.
But then they also do other characters that are brand new. Like I said, like King Ollie and Olivia. Like those are brand new characters. So why is it okay for new characters but not for old Mario characters?
I don't know, man. They make the rules.
I don't know either. Yes, Mom Brie?
I was going to use a soundboard clip, but I was afraid to interrupt Nikki Hill. I didn't want to ruin his train of thought.
I appreciate that you hold back when I don't. Thank you. I'm sorry. I just feel like
You're welcome.
I'm disconnected here, and I need to just jump in whenever I can.
You can jump in whenever you want, just like Josh does. He jumps in whenever he feels like it.
That story was boring and dumb.
Thank you, Josh. Yep. Josh, how you doing? What have you been playing lately?
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
I think you were. Josh, people were really talking about your, I don't know, your rant last week, I think. There was talk all over Twitter about it.
Why would you say that?
I'm just informing you what your fans are saying.
I thought it was a rap.
A big hello to my fans.
I don't know if I would call that a rant. I thought it was his new song.
Some people were saying.
Your business.
So some people were saying he's short circuited. Josh, thank you. Josh, thank you. Oh my God. Thank you, Josh. We appreciate it.
I'm a hardcore gamer.
Yes, you are. All right. Moving on. I got full details on the Animal Crossing New Horizons Island backup feature. So I'll give you the complete rundown of what you got to do. You talk to Tom Nook, and you will choose backup your data when talking to him. Once you're connected to the internet, Nook says your saved data will now be automatically backed up in the background when the game isn't being played. And then as for restoring your data, that is something that you have to talk to Nintendo about, because right now that only applies to Switches that have been lost, stolen, or damaged. So you have to contact Nintendo customer support. So you hold the minus button until you get to the black Nintendo screen when launching the game. You also have to have a fresh version of Animal Crossing New Horizons. So you can't have a save file already on it. You have to have nothing there. And it has to be running version 1.4.0 or higher when that comes out. And you also need to have the same account as the one that enabled Island Backup. and you obviously have to have Switch Online. If you have all that set up and you get in touch with customer service, then all you have to do is search for the island, select the island, and download it, and you're good to go. So again, if your Switch is lost, stolen, or damaged, Nintendo will do this. There's something coming later. There's a tool coming later for transferring your island between Switch consoles. So if you have a Switch system and you buy another one, maybe you buy a Switch Lite, there is a tool coming that will let you transfer your island to the other Switch. It's just not available yet, but it is coming this year. And if you would like a much more wordy explanation of all that stuff, Nintendo's FAQ will give you the complete breakdown. This boy will break has the top rated comment. Oh no. And it's an argument. RP Gargoyle says, what a completely asinine way of doing things. Well, again, this is for if your Switch is lost, stolen, or damaged. It is not the best solution, but it's better than having no solution. So I'll take the crappy solution other than a crappy functioning solution other than no solution. So if you lost your Switch or whatever, and you had no way to get it back, that would really suck. But now you have at least a way to get it back. And I don't know how many people have lost, damaged, or stolen Switches. Hopefully not too many, but at least you have some recourse now of getting back your island, because we're what?
Yeah.
I thought about
that too.
How many, when did Animal Crossing come out? March? April, May, June, July, August. Man, it put in a lot of time with the game now. So if you lost it now, that'd be...
Yeah.
Could you imagine if you lost rolled right now?
I don't know that I'm capable of handling a loss like that.
I don't want to think about it. All right, Mom Brain, can you hit us up with those plugs? And we'll be back in less than a minute.
2 shakes of a kitten's whiskers.
This is Super Nintendads.
You know I don't like Dr. Mario. I think he's a fraud back alley doctor.
Am I very happy to be here.
With the help of a doula, you can do anything in the tub.
You're looking at the Nintendo knitting machine. Do you feel that I abused you by making you play Night Trap?
I challenge you guys to a dance-off at McDonald's tomorrow's.
What have I done? Sweetie says, what have I done? Super Nintendads Entertainment Podcast. Every week right here on Greenlit.
How does Bloodborne stack up against, say, Oregon Trail? And is Bomberman just Lode Runner from a different point of view? Find out on Hardcore Gaming 101's Top Games, where we objectively, definitively, and scientifically rank the games you nominate for our ever-growing list. HG 101's Top Games, twice a week, every week, right here on Greenlit.
That Super Nintendo's show sounds pretty fun. I haven't listened to it. It's just that ad makes me think it's fun.
Okay.
Just trying to be nice.
Maybe you should reach out to them.
Maybe you should.
Know what I mean?
Maybe you should stop staring at me like that. What's with your cold, dead stare?
Am I giving you a cold dead
Yes.
stare? No. Well, number one, I'm tired, so I'm probably just zoning out.
I tried to tell you to go to bed last night, and you wouldn't. So
I went to bed in plenty of time.
Plenty of time to be tired. North America, this week's releases. What did we get in North America? We got the update for Animal Crossing, which we said, but also Lost Wing, Scully, not from X-Files, Buried Stars, Chess Ace, Country Tales, Cuber's Arena, Dodo Peak, Dominate,
DD Mega Doo-Doo,
Fairy Tale, which is finally available after quite a delay, Family Mysteries, Poisonous Promises.
That sounds great.
Wow. Foot Goal, Tiki Taka.
May the rats eat your eyes!
Heroes of Hammerwatch, Ultimate Edition. Hotel Souls, or I guess it's supposed to be Souls, but it's spelled with a W. Kingdom Rush, Locomotion, Merchant of the Skies, Mini Island Challenge Bundle, Mini Puzzle Balls, Monster Blast, Mystery Mine, Knot, Nicole, Nowhere Profit, Paint Your Pet, Rugby Challenge 4, Sagrada, Samurai Showdown Neo Geo Collection, Sentinels of Freedom, Spiral Memoria, The Summer I Meet Myself. Ooh. Steam Tactics. I remember the summer I met myself.
Wow, I am impressed.
Table Tennis, The Executioner, and Tiny Racer. there's your North American releases for this week. Let's see what you guys had to say. Drew says, Toasty! Did they I'm impressed. I feel like I did that really good. Toasty! Drew says, did they really call it the second wave of Animal Crossing? Because that's pretty on target. Yeah. Joshua Grobach, can you do the honors, please?
What are the next European masterpieces? What are the next European masterpieces? Let's find out with Nikki's sweet releases. I'm a hardcore gamer.
Okay. Well, Josh, hopefully there's some stuff in here that you want to play.
Thank you for that intro, Josh.
Mr. Hill.
Yeah, what came out in Europe this week, huh? We're all dying to know.
Are we?
I don't know. I mean, you probably already know what came out because it came out earlier this week. So let's talk about it. Samurai Showdown Neo Geo Collection. Bothers me that there's no W under show.
It does bother me that there's no W, but that's how it's always been.
It's Samurai Showdown.
Showdown.
You ready to get Showdown? Yeah, so that's got some games in there. It's a collection. What of it? Interrogation. You would be deceived. Ageless. Rugby Challenge 4. I think that's a collection 2 or something. I don't know. There's a bunch of rugby things in there. Mega Dimension Neptunia 7. They Breathe, which is something about frogs. Look for it on Frog TikTok before they clear away TikTok. Sagrada. Fairy Tale, spelled Tail, like a tail. Then there's Country Tales, spelled Tales, like a tail. Spiral Memoria, the summer I met myself. Spiral Memoria, the summer I meet myself. Arcade Archives, Burger Time. Hotel S Owls.
S Owls.
Time Tenshi. Danino Adventures. Denver, the last dinosaur.
Oh boy.
Am I right? Actually, look at that. It says it there. Only someone truly evil would be cold to the point of stealing eggs from a defenseless dinosaur mom. And Nino can't let that be. I don't understand what the heck's going on in that. Cubers Arena. Sentinels of Freedom. These are all different games. This is great. Heroes of Hammerwatch Ultimate Edition. Locomotion. Mini Puzzle Balls. Buried Stars. Instant Sports. Summer Games. Just Add Water. Just Add Water is not part of it. I'm just thinking instant noodles. You know, come on.
I get it.
We're here with you.
Mom Brain, did you get that?
We're here with you.
Thanks, because I'm dying over here. Kingdom Rush. Nowhere Prophet. Merchant of the Skies. Bite the Bullet. Nicole. Nicole's a different game. Bite the Bullet is one game. Nicole's another game. Family Mysteries. Poisonous Promises.
I read Family Mysteries when I was doing my rundown, but for some reason this time I read it and I thought it said Family Mattresses.
Family Mattresses. Poisonous Promises.
Come on down to Family Mattresses.
Unclaimed Freight. The Executioner. Paint Your Pet. And then avoid animal control. Not. Lost Wing. Tiny Racer.
Tin Eraser.
Reminds me of Tiny Dancing Man. Tiny Dancing Man. Dodo Peak. And the last game for this week, Foot Goal, Tiki Taka.
Thank you, Nikki Hill. For Dodo Peak, you gave me DD Mega Doo-Doo, and then you don't do it to him.
Well, you were like, I couldn't figure out what you wanted, so I wasn't.
And you also do so well pronouncing everything, and I just ruin everything as it is. So she doesn't need to play anything for me.
Storabush Corbin says there is no reason at all to not get They Breathe at that price. Well, there you go. If you want to play a game about frogs, you can get it.
It's like an award-winning game, but what is it about?
It's about frogs and how they breathe.
Is it the same thing as like They Live, but just with frogs? Like they're all aliens?
Yeah, you got to get the special sunglasses and all that.
In the first game, by the working parts, a lone frog descends into the depths of a flooded forest, not yet knowing the full extent of its tragedy. To survive in a brutal, oxygen-obsessed ecosystem, you must help it see the patterns and hidden truths that make up the rules of the forest, horrible as they may be. Now,
you sound like that Notice Me Senpai guy.
Now is a new remastered version, rebuilt from ground up and enhanced with a local co-op mode.
You sound exactly, that's his inflection. Notice me, Senpai. Notice me. I had news that popped up yesterday that was so exciting to me that I sent it to Nikki Hill and Do Michaels and Kirby right away.
Yeah, I think it was pretty funny because at first I was just like, that's stupid. And then you told me more news about it and I was like, I'm on.
Ubisoft and Netflix have announced that they are doing a Beyond Good and Evil movie. It is a live action / animated hybrid feature film, and it's being directed by Rob Letterman, who directed Detective Pikachu. It is in early development, and right now they're looking for a writer. But
no way! I don't believe it!
Ubisoft is apparently doing a lot of... Kirby says, spoilers, it's already been canceled. Ubisoft has been doing a lot with like traditional media lately. They just announced that there's going to be a Splinter Cell anime on Netflix as well. So,
really?
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. Instead of doing like more games, they're like, here's something you don't. Here's something more passive for you.
Well, on Twitter with this announcement, people were like, "Hey, here's a crazy idea. How about you finish the game and then we do this?" Now that's the thing.
I was wondering, like maybe by the time it comes out, it'll be like they'll coincide.
Well, here's the thing.
Cross promotion
on Netflix's account that released this information, which is Netflix NX or whatever it is. They said, like, they announced the project, but they used a picture from the Beyond Good and Evil 2 that's in the works right now. So I don't know if it's clear or not what Beyond Good and Evil this movie is going to be based on. Is it going to be based on the original or based on the new one? And I would guess the new one would make more sense because that would at least tie into and somewhat promote the new game.
And like those cutscenes that we already saw, like as teasers and like trailers and stuff, or just that's actually just going to be part of the movie.
I don't know how live action would fit into that, but yeah. So because they use that artwork in their tweet, it's either a case of Netflix not knowing, like, what art to use, or this is about the second game. But
it also says hybrid, and I know it says hybrid live action animated, and that's like the whole Pokemon, like,
Yeah.
But maybe when they say hybrid, they mean because like they did that. What was the Choose Your Own Adventure Bandersnatch or something? I feel like that's something offensive. I don't mean to be offensive.
What's the point you're trying to make here?
That maybe this is actually going to be a hybrid game.
No, it's not. Don't say this stuff. We know what it is. It's a hybrid live action. Yes, they specifically said hybrid live action animated movie feature film. That's what they said.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with me?
Reggie's right.
I'm thinking outside of the box here because that's what these companies do.
That was a really great story.
Thank you, John.
But the box is already like, what's the word? Set. The box is set. We know what the box is. They said what it is. I don't want any
But
confusion
it's not
around
even
this.
written yet, so there ain't no box.
But we don't know. Yeah, we don't know if it's going to be about the first game or the second game. I the artwork, the use of the artwork from the second one makes me.
It's going to be topical for what's going on now.
What?
In the world.
You know, with all these companies announcing like new movies and everything, I'm like, where are you showing them? Like anybody that's got a movie lined up to release right now is not putting it out in theaters for the most part, at least in the States. So I don't know.
Yeah, did you see what they decided about the whole Trolls thing and everything?
No, tell me.
So I think they made an agreement so that like things will still get like, you know, when they reopen movie theaters, they're going to still open things in theaters, just not as long, so that like theaters still get the revenue and then they still get to release it digitally sooner.
Oh, I saw like it was something like I don't know, it was like a 14-day turnaround or a 21-day turnaround for movies to go from theater to digital, but I still don't know who's really going to go to the theater in the States. I mean, even if people are going to go, it's not going to be the same amount of people. Like, I want to see Black Widow really bad, and when that comes out in the theaters, I don't know if I'm going to go see it because I don't know what's going to be going on at the time. Like, if Black Widow came out tomorrow, I would not go see it. I would really want to see it.
Every chair had like an oxygen mask, like on an airplane.
Yeah, that the people that saw the movie,
you get your ticket, and you get an oxygen mask that gets plugged on with like a quick release to an oxygen line, and so now you're just breathing directly into that mask, and that's your own mask. It's like what they do with 3D glasses, and then you just dump the mask into a thing and it gets sanitized and recirculated.
I was going to say, pre-pandemic, I didn't even like using 3D glasses unless they gave them to you in like the pre-packaged things.
What about like a drive-in theater? That would be cool.
Drive-in theater, that would be fine. Yeah, that'd be great.
But if you do a mask thing that I'm talking about, they can pump sense into it, so now we've got smell-o-vision.
Yes, they could do that. I don't know if people want that, but they could do that.
They don't know they want it yet.
Drew says, no. Finish Beyond Good and Evil 2 before you start something new. Talk about lies. Well, I would argue that the team that's working on a movie is not the same team that's working on the game. So I don't think there's really like any delay between the two. I'm sure Michel Ancel is going to oversee this project, but I'm sure he can do both at once. I don't know. Ubisoft has a lot of traditional media coming out based on their properties, and I don't know how they're going to go. So Ubisoft seems to be, he was just going to sit down. Having trouble because he doesn't want the shades down. We're going to have to see how these projects work out first. You know, Ubisoft wants to head in this direction at least somewhat. But it's not like video games have the best track records for being adapted into movies and TV shows. We'll see. Things are getting better. And certainly Sonic was decent. So we'll see what happens. I have extremely high hopes. What?
Decent? The movie was decent, or the response was decent?
Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie, was decent.
Okay, but what was the response? They made a lot of money with them?
Meow. Yeah, I wasn't talking about the response. I was talking about me. I thought the movie was decent.
That's all they worry about. They don't care about like the quality of it. They just care about what money they make.
I have extremely high hopes for The Last of Us on HBO.
Yeah, well, I mean, when the best idea is to do it as a series, even Beyond Good and Evil might be better as a series because like there's a lot of content there. There's a lot of like, you know, really good stories.
Yes, I would say the original game would make more sense as a series than a movie, but that's not to say it couldn't work as a movie. But again, we don't know which game it's based off of. Finally,
it's really just based off that one trailer that we got years ago where they're broken down in the desert. That's
yeah,
all the movie's about. It's about them trying to get out of the desert.
I don't think that's a thing anymore. Our friends at Game Explain got to talk to some of the people at PlatinumGames, and they shared a few little tidbits on some topics you might be interested in. Platinum says there's never been a day where they didn't want to do a sequel to The Wonderful 101. And Atsushi Inaba says it would be nice if the day came when they could make a sequel, but it would be a challenge. Why would it be a challenge? Maybe because of Nintendo's licensing, maybe because they don't have the manpower, maybe because they don't know what to do with a sequel. Who knows? But they say a sequel would be a challenge. Platinum also says they're interested in working with Nintendo again in the future. They just didn't say on what. Bayonetta 3 development is, quote, going fine, says Hideki Kamiya. No conversations have happened with Platinum about porting Star Fox Zero to Switch, so Platinum and Nintendo worked on that game on the Wii U, and it didn't really get a fair shake because it came out so late in the system's lifespan, and the system wasn't really popular either, and it didn't get ported over to Switch, and Platinum is not involved in anything with that, so if it's going to happen, it's all Nintendo thing, and we haven't heard any indicators that it's going to happen. They say that due to the fan reaction to the dog in Project GG, they are considering an expanded role for the dog in the full game. So the dog was like a considerable portion of that reveal trailer for Project GG.
The Dog Island?
No.
I'm sorry, Mom. What just happened over there?
So yeah, they're looking at
May the rats eat your
an
eyes!
expanded role for the dog. And then finally, Mr. Kamiya says he would love to see, I don't know how you say it, you know, the from Okami, the wolf.
DD Mega Doo-Doo.
How are you supposed to pronounce that name? Talking to you, Nikki Hill.
Yeah, I was bringing up a trailer for Project GG, and I didn't want to.
Is that what I sound like?
Is that what I sound like?
Is that what I sound like?
Amaterasu?
There you go.
Is that what I sound like?
So that would be a cool inclusion in Smash Brothers. I think there's plenty of stuff you could do with that character. I think that's a cool idea. Giant Reggie says, too bad. Star Fox Zero ported to the Switch would likely be a solid title since it would force a more traditional control scheme versus Miyamoto's abomination in the Wii U version. That being said, please, Nintendo, make a Star Fox game with the Switch with no gimmicks and a new storyline. I have faith Platinum would do a good job with it. Yeah, I don't understand why Nintendo keeps going back to roughly the same storyline for Star Fox. They've done that storyline so many times. I don't understand why they're so afraid to branch out and make something new with Star Fox. I know Star Fox isn't their biggest franchise, which breaks my heart that it's not very popular. But yeah, I think if they just made a new traditional Star Fox game that actually like followed a new storyline and took you to new places, it would garner some attention because lots of people, their favorite Star Fox is either the original or Star Fox 64. I don't know, though. I don't know if Star Fox is ever going to have like another breakthrough moment. Star Fox on the Super Nintendo was a big deal because of how it looked.
Huh? What?
Star Fox on the 64 was a big deal because of the Rumble Pack, and then ever since then, this series just
Yeah! It's working!
hasn't found its footing, which is sad.
Do a barrel roll!
The whole gang's here, Peppy and Fox and
Don't
Falco.
relax. We're not done yet.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Fox, because I'm a big fan of your games, but
Can't let you do that.
God damn you, Star Wolf. I didn't realize
Let's have a little fun.
we had that many Star Fox quotes.
My Emperor! I failed you!
That's all your top stories for today. Mom Brain.
Yes, dear.
What have you been playing?
Animal Crossing. But I kind of talked about the update, so nothing out of the ordinary for me in Animal Crossing these days. And I've been playing The Last of Us Part 2.
How's that going?
It's incredibly emotional. I find myself thinking about the characters.
Hi, GWX. Hello, Namekian Clown.
All the time.
Hi, Kurt Dog.
I actually this happens to me with like books, mostly books, and movies, I guess. I find myself like, okay, I've gotten this far in this emotional journey. I don't know how much more I can take, and now I'm afraid to press on because I don't want.
So you're saying you're done playing?
I'm not. I'm gonna finish because I'm so invested and I need to know.
You got a lot to go.
Thank goodness.
We got tons.
Good. So I have to like fortify myself. Like, all right, I'm going to go down and play for a while. Like, I can't have anywhere to be or anything that I have to get done because who knows if I'll be able to function. I prefer to be alone, like during the really rough parts. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I can't say enough good things about the like concert of the gameplay being like right at my level at very, very easy. But still adding like fun. It's fun. This is what
accessibility features are in full effect.
Yeah, and this is like so.
She's talking about The Last of Us Part 2.
So like, I'm really super involved in, kids with different abilities and people with different abilities. And so for me, like, accessibility is something that I'm always, always, always thinking about, except for when it comes to like games, right? So when not accessibility as far as, not someone who's differently abled, but just someone who's differently capable right now. So like I'm playing it and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is what it must be like to be raw meat. Like the actual like difficulty is not getting in the way of my enjoyment. And sometimes when things are a little difficult and I have to keep trying, that's still fun. It's when the difficulty is so prohibitive that I can no longer enjoy it that you lose me, right? So it's been really, really great for me to be able to like have some accessibility options set up. The motion sick piece is a big, big, big difference for me. That's a game changer because I can't, I get motion sick. So when we're talking about like accessibility from a play level, great, but it helps me, right? Like I wear glasses, but that's, the only thing that I really need any kind of like adaptations for. So when I think about like the community of people who I love not being able to access things in the world, that gives me like the tiniest itty bitty taste of what that must feel like. And, it just makes me so grateful that accessibility is becoming bigger in gaming and hopefully in the rest of the world. So I can't say enough good things. I love it. I'm having a good time. I highly recommend playing if you haven't.
The upbeat hit of the year.
Yeah, right.
Tanuki Tony says accessibility is so important in games. The magnifier on the Switch is a lifesaver for my partner.
I think I know exactly who we're talking to and about.
What are you talking about?
Oh, maybe I have some contact with Tanuki Tony every now and again and his partner.
I have less than zero idea what you're talking about right now.
I know. Well, you don't need to because it's not about you.
Well, I mean, you brought it up.
Well, we were just...
This podcast goes out to tens of people, and now they all don't understand what you're talking about. Yeah, the zoom in feature is awesome because sometimes text is just too small to see, or even in-game elements are too small to see. So, yeah, that is a really cool aspect of the Switch. Is that all you're playing, Modbrain?
Yes.
Nikki Hill, what have you been playing?
I was just looking. Apparently, I didn't play anything for like 4 days, which is crazy, huh? This is crazy. But in those other days that I played stuff, I played Big Surprise, Clubhouse Games, Friday the 13th, Golf with Your Friends, and also Rogue Company. And Mom Brain.
Yes?
That's something where Raw Meat doesn't really have the understanding because he just is better at games and enjoys them on all levels. So, like, even if it's frustrating, but he's got that mentality where he's like, it's a game, just have fun.
Yeah.
But I understand exactly what you're talking about because when I play some games, especially online games with people where, like, you land, you hit the ground, and you get killed instantly. Like, there's no fun in that because I'm not playing a game. The game I'm playing is, like, get killed. Like, I'm not even doing anything. I just hit the ground and I die. So that gets really frustrating for me. But Raw Meat is better at games and stuff. So I completely understand what you're talking about when you say, like, this must be what he feels like.
Yeah. Can I clarify really? I just want to make sure I'm thinking about like what I said. I just want to make sure. I won't.
No, go ahead. I'm joking.
Well, I suppose what I'm talking, what you and I both, Nikki Hill, I don't mean to say like, oh, you're wrong, I'm right. What we're both talking about is more like differentiation than it is accessibility, right? Like our experience can be differentiated so that Ramit's level of difficulty suits him and our level of difficulty suits us. And I don't want to take away from the fact that accessibility, look, I can get better at games, but I can't change a disability that I have. I can't change, there's certain things about myself I can't change, but I can become a better gamer. So I think what we're talking about is more differentiation than it is accessibility, if that makes sense.
I think that makes sense.
Okay. Sorry, Ramit. I didn't mean to interrupt your podcast.
I don't even know what you're talking about, so I'm just letting you do your thing.
The accessibility options. I know you mentioned that to me, Ramit, because of like some of that motion sickness stuff. I think, but I don't know. I mean, things are going in a positive direction.
Robot Face says, so get good, scrub. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I understand you guys say like I'm good at games, and I'm not going to say I'm not good at games, but I'm not anywhere near like the level of a competitive player or a pro player in any game at all. I just play a lot of games.
You can last more than 30 seconds.
Boy, Kenny.
And when my maximum game time is 30 seconds.
Yeah, but Nikki Hill, you can too. All you have to do is change your method of attack. Instead of going in to the areas that get you killed right away, then don't go there.
So like in normal games, when I'm not playing against other people, I change my method of attack. I change my approach. I try to go slower. I try to use stealth. I try to do this. I try to do that. And I slip up. And I understand it's all about, failing and retrying and growing and getting practice and getting better and everything else. But there's something about you still need an ability. You still need like those twitch reflexes and everything. Yeah. And when I play, I do try a lot of different options, and it's still taking me a frustratingly long time. And like I do play, there are some things that I play a lot and I still don't improve. And then, but the main thing is when you're playing against like real people who are like have really honed skills, for me, my improvement is like capped. Like I'm trying to improve. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get better. And there's times when I just get worse, or I seem to get worse. And like, there's different experiences. Maybe online games like that are not really my thing. Like I have fun playing with friends, but the thing is like I need to get in there and play by myself, and that's far less fun for me. And I'm not even into it.
Well, something with Rogue Company, just go on and play with bots. That's why they're there. They specifically put in bots so you could go practice before you go online.
Like Josh?
Like Josh, yeah. Josh will be in there playing. Because, as we all know... Oh, never mind. We don't know anything, I guess.
He's probably not paying attention.
I'm a hardcore gamer.
There we go. Josh is a hardcore gamer.
But yeah, but then that's the other thing. I play with bots on some things, and then like I go to play with people, and thank you, Spam. Spam gets me.
Spam says, I get what Nikki Hill is saying 100%, just so people...
I didn't read it, but I said Spam gets me, so I think that really explains what Spam said.
I think, like you said in the beginning, the whole problem is you put so much goddamn pressure on yourself. Just play the game and have fun. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. Nobody gives a crap.
But the thing is if I'm only playing for 30 seconds, there's no fun to be had because I'm playing the game of dying. I'm not playing a game of competition. I'm playing a game of getting murdered.
Well, that's what I was saying. Then you have to change how you play. Like in Rogue Company, what rounds are 2 minutes at most? I think you drop in and you have 2 minutes. So instead of running right to where the action's going to be, don't go there. Take the long way around, which is what I do.
So then the game that I play is go and hide till everybody dies and then get killed when I stick my head out.
Well, I mean, what do you want? You were complaining about how quickly you die. That'll make you die less quickly.
But there's just no growth. I don't know. Whatever, man. I guess you don't get it because you're not part of that life.
I'm not. No, I play games.
You're in the circle of winning.
I play. You and I were playing the same game with Vitamin G the other day. We were not winning. We did bad. We lost
you still achieved things.
I achieved fun.
No, but like you can still go in and accomplish something. I go in and I go to aim at somebody and I'm dead.
All right. So what do you want to accomplish then?
And I'm dead.
What do you want to accomplish? What counts as an accomplishment?
I think I killed one person out of playing that for like 2 hours. And listen, I'm not about killing people, okay? I'm talking about in the game.
Well, then that's what I'm asking you. Quantify your accomplishment. What counts as accomplishing something in Rogue Company?
Experience points. Let's see what you're achieving. Let's see what I'm achieving. Like, whatever, man. You know,
there are no experience points in that game.
I get on board with the point of like, you know, you start a round of a game and like in the first 10 seconds you're dead and you can't enjoy playing. Like, I'm not saying I have to be the winner, but there's something about like being eliminated from the fun early on that I don't like.
If you die, and I understand, change your approach, but you're not participating if all you're doing is dying.
Everybody in all those games, Rogue Company, Fortnite, whatever, the majority, 99% of people die in those games. You're not doing anything different than anybody else. Fortnite has one winner. Everybody dies but one winner or one team of winners. That's it. Everybody's going through the same thing.
Whatever. Like, keep fighting it. I get it.
I'm just saying, don't put so much pressure on yourself.
Who loves going, oh man, I'm going to die. I'm not going to do it. And then,
classic RMC.
But I'm not saying that because I don't like.
I'm playing a terrible game. Oh, this sucks. Oh, I'm not going to do it. Oh, look, I won again.
I'm not saying it because I don't think it's true. I legitimately think it's true. I think I'm gonna get shot.
Always succeed. So props to you. It always works. But like,
I think it works.
I go. All right. This is the time. This is the one. I'm gonna do it. I dead.
I did.
Even spawn yet? Oh, I'm dead again.
All right. Well, I don't know what to say. If you're not having fun, I'm sorry. I enjoy playing online with you, and I enjoy playing with you too, Mom Brain. But if you guys aren't having fun, I don't know what to say.
You know a game that I really enjoy?
Solitaire.
We never finished it, and then we started it again, and we never finished it, and they don't have it for online play. Super Chariot. That's a game where it's multiplayer, it's team based, it's not competitive, and you have to work together, and it's fun to work together.
Heave ho.
Heave ho. Yeah, that game was really good too.
Well, I mean, we can still play both of those. We just can't play them right now.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Nikki Hill. Is that all you played?
So then I played that, and then that's it. And then I cried the rest of the time. Because I
Josh, what have you been playing?
Have a great week. And a weekend too.
That's none of your business.
Okay, Josh, never mind then.
I'm a hardcore gamer.
I know, Josh. That's why I asked what you've been playing.
A big hello to my fans.
See, and you see what Spam wrote there? Raw Meat Cowboy?
Yeah. Yeah, I see it. I completely disagree, but I see it. Spam says, but imagine if you always finish 80 to 99 in Fortnite every single time. Why would that bother you after a while?
So here's the comparison then. You ready?
I'm a hardcore gamer.
Next time you play a game like Fortnite or something, get in, and once you land into the game, back out of that game.
Well, that's when I was originally playing Fortnite, I would land in whatever it is, Tilted Towers or whatever it used to be. And that was death instantly within the first minute or two. And I was like, well, that's not for me. So I just went somewhere else.
Okay. But regardless of where I go, I die like instantly. So load into it, like drop into a game. And the second you hit the ground, wait 10 seconds. Have fun for 10 seconds and then back out of it. And then let me know how much fun you're having.
Well, why don't you stick with me?
Now I'm playing a walking simulator. Great. I paid $0 for this game.
Get behind me. Yeah, I was going to say that's the other thing. Well, if you're not having fun.
Money just for playing Tetris. $5,000 is on the line tonight in Tetris Prime Time.
You could. That's
I'm
right.
a hardcore
You
gamer.
go, Josh, the hardcore Tetris mobile player.
Smash that subscribe button.
Well, thank you, Nikki Hill.
Yeah, thank you. Let me mute my phone.
That was a really great story.
Thank you, Josh. Oh, sorry. I guess somebody's got to ask. You know what? I don't want to ask him.
Sorry,
Let's
I
go on to
wasn't
questions.
listening.
Oh man, will someone ask me?
Yeah, what games have you
I am
excelled
the world's
in and
best
fun
singer.
playing this week?
Josh, please, you're killing me. Thank you, Nikki Hill. I don't remember what I played this week. I'm gonna.
All right, so moving on.
Gonna have to take a look. Boy, you two are bitter.
You
today.
had plenty of time to be looking at this. Like, come on.
I'm sorry. I was listening to my friends.
Falling asleep at the wheel.
I was feeling for my friends.
Chop, chop. I need a nap.
I'm not sure if you were listening to your friends or if you were just telling your friends that they're wrong.
No, I here's the honest truth.
I'm kidding. I don't really care.
I feel bad that you're not having fun when you play stuff online, but I also feel that you're extra hard on yourself.
I am hard on myself, but I want to last, and I want to feel like I'm doing something rather than, like I said, dropping in and then quitting.
Well, then maybe those games aren't for you. I mean, if you're not gonna practice with bots and and you don't feel like you're getting anything out of playing online, then maybe they're just not for you. Maybe you shouldn't play them.
There's other online games that we can play that are not dealing with people who are gonna snipe me and then squat on my face.
Well, what there is a lot of that. What do you want to play?
I mean, I don't even know anymore.
You said there's a lot of games. I ask what you want to play, and you tell me nothing.
We played Friday the 13th. That's all right. Even there, it's just my attitude. I understand it's my crappy attitude.
Yeah, you get grumpy when we play that too.
I get 6 out of 8 people, and I'm like, oh man, I suck.
See, that's the point I'm trying to make. You're too hard on yourself.
I'm trying to work on myself.
Well, that's all that matters. I played Carrion this week. I'm not finished with it. I need to finish it up. But that's an interesting experience, and the soundtrack in that game, that's phenomenal. That's huh?
Play that handheld?
No, I don't really play anything handheld. It's not a soundtrack you're gonna put on in the car when you're going somewhere. It's like a very cinematic soundtrack, but it's phenomenal for the experience. It really heightens what's going on. For those who don't know, Carrion is a game where you play as some mutant, some weird creation, some mass of cells that crawls around, and you eat humans, and you get different abilities. You can shoot webs at people to trap them, and you can grab them with some of your blob and throw them around. You can eventually turn invisible for certain amounts of time and sneak past things, and it does a really good job of making you feel like the monster in a monster movie, because that's what you're doing. You're just going around. Enemies will put up a little bit of resistance, but it's nothing major because you're this giant blob. And they do something cool where you can eat and grow bigger, and once you grow to a certain size, then you have a new set of abilities, and they make some puzzles where you have to be a smaller size to do certain parts of the puzzle, so it forces you into situations where the game is more challenging because you have less health and abilities, but some of those abilities are needed to get through portions. So I like the way it makes you, or it forces you to do some of that stuff. It's really cool. It sounds like it's doing really well for Devolver, because the game just came out and they said it sold 200,000 copies across all platforms altogether. So it's doing well for them, and it's a lot of fun. I played Rogue Company this week. I played a considerable amount of that. I've been playing that a lot, but I've talked about that game a whole bunch. I really like that game. I played Golf with Your Friends as well. And did you play? You didn't play that with us this week, did you, Nikki Hill?
It's on my thing. I played it for 25 minutes, so I did one round, I guess.
Oh, I guess so.
Played. That's a game that I suck at, and I'm never gonna beat you guys, but I still have fun because it's just stupid, and we're talking the whole time.
Well, yeah, that's the perfect example.
We're talking during Rogue Company, but that is a lot more there's a lot more going on there. You're not just like.
Well, yeah, golf with your friends is very, very passive. Golf with your friends is very passive, and Rogue Company, like you're talking about what's going on in the game, because you're not playing as a team,
Very
and
cool.
you're not playing as a team and golf with your friends. Now, golf with your friends is a perfect example. I have never won a single game of golf with your friends ever. I've never won one of them, but I'm playing and having fun. It's just stupid fun.
And again, I come in dead last each time, and I don't care because I'm still at least I'm still doing something for 25 minutes.
I think it's fair not to care because some of these courses are ridiculous.
It's not like I'm playing a game for 25 minutes, but I'm only getting about 4.5 minutes of game time.
I mean, yeah, you're playing the whole time. I do like that you don't have to wait for the other players before you take your turn. Everybody goes at the same time, which is very important. And it's not the most polished game, and it's not the most well-built game, but it is fun. And I think that's all I played. Yeah, I spent the majority of my time with Rogue Company. All right, let's do questions.
Hold on, I have one more thing to say. If people were following the Lego NES game thing, or like the TV game system set, I believe it's still for sale. They did not sell out in one day. They just started selling today. And that's all I was going to say about that. If anyone was interested, they are for sale, and they're not sold out. And go get one.
Send your.
Am I allowed to say that? I'm not.
Are you allowed to say you bought the Lego NES? Yeah. Why wouldn't you be allowed to say that?
But am I allowed to promote it? I think it's.
Why? Why wouldn't you be allowed to talk about it?
I don't know.
It's out. It's out in the public.
And whatever, but I was afraid that they were going to sell out instantly, and they haven't. And I don't know if they're limiting their release, but available.
I think Lego's Super Mario got much more coverage than the Lego NES. They were very quiet about the Lego NES. So
but the thing too about it is they limit 2 per customer, so people can't just buy up 10 of them and then resell them for crazy amounts.
Well, how are they doing it? By credit card?
So I didn't get a confirmation email last night when I bought it. So I was like, oh boy, I hope it went through. So I went to put it in again, and it said there was a problem with my address. So I imagine there's a couple checks there.
Yeah.
It's gonna, if your address is the same, maybe if your email address is the same, if your credit card is the same, they're gonna, shut you down with each one. Anything that's a duplicate, you might get blocked.
Yeah, I didn't know how serious they were about blocking people from getting more than 2, but it sounds like you said they're doing multiple checks, so that's good.
I would think so. Yeah, I mean, for me, I got shut down because of the address, but I only did that. I wasn't trying to hoard them. I only did that because I had ordered them, and then I didn't get a confirmation. I was like, oh man, let me try again just to make sure. And when it happened and it said there was an error, I was like, all right, I'm pretty confident I got it.
Yeah. All right. Send your questions to GoNintendoQuestions@gmail.com.
Where?
GoNintendoQuestions@gmail.com. They can be about Nintendo. They can be about video games in general or anything you want. Today's question comes from T-Dude73, and T-Dude says, what looks even... No, he says, who looks even more beautiful in Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition for Switch? I don't know because I didn't play the original, and I would say everybody looks more beautiful because it's on the Switch. So the Wii version or the 3DS or new 3DS version versus the Switch version, I would say everybody looks more beautiful. Let's just go with Rain. Rain looks more beautiful than he did before. Yeah, I'm not the aficionado, or I'm not anywhere near an aficionado for Xenoblade Chronicles, so I'm not the best one to answer this question. But like I said in my coverage, the game looks much better than the original, but it still really shows the bones of where it came from. So, from Wii to Switch, graphics has certainly improved over the years. I'm not going to look at Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition and Super Mario Odyssey and say that they're similar. I'd say Odyssey, hands down, is the nicer looking game, but they're doing different things. And obviously Odyssey is brand new for Switch, and Xenoblade Chronicles was on the Wii originally. So Patreon question comes from Nico Darunia. Nico Darunia says, if you were, Mom Brain, this is for you. If you were an Animal Crossing character, what animal would you be?
A cat.
Which personality would you have? Normal, lazy, sisterly, snooty, cranky, jock, peppy, or smug?
Cranky.
Yeah, definitely. And finally, what would be your catchphrase?
Hello, friends.
Nope, I know what it is.
What?
6 to 1, half a dozen to the other. I'm trying to think of things you say all the time. That's what came to mind right away.
Can her laugh be a catchphrase?
Oh, that's a long laugh, though. Are we talking just regular laugh or like serious laugh?
It's all in text. I guess it wouldn't work in text, would it?
Well, Animal Crossing characters laugh by going like.
What about?
I don't know how to do it.
What about "dem beans!" Exclamation point.
I need coffee.
I love my cat.
It's coffee time or something like that. Yes.
Excuse me.
Thank you for Patreon question. If you want to join the Patreon, you can.
That's your catchphrase. I love my coffee.
If you want to join the Patreon, you can.
Mom Brain, did you ever say that?
What?
Did you ever say it just like that? Like, I love my coffee.
Yeah, no, probably not.
If you want to join the Patreon, you can.
For $1.
For $1. Thank you, man. Billy is slower and slower each week.
I feel like I need some coffee right now.
I need my coffee.
I need my coffee.
All right, Mom Brain.
Don't talk to me until I've had my coffee.
I was reading something you have on top of the fridge, and I was like, boy, that's lame. I never really noticed it
Oh,
before.
yeah. It doesn't have anything in it. I can put it away.
But what does it say?
It was like, be awesome today, but first coffee.
I was like, wow. Am I living with a Karen?
It was a gift.
All right, let's do some music. Send your music to gnpodcastmusic@gmail.com.
Where?
gnpodcastmusic@gmail.com. We're getting them all today.
Gekko Kitsune says the rat TikTok song.
Yeah, that's true. That's it. Yeah.
Am I a lady?
Oh, God.
Or am I a rat?
I know this is the music section, but let's get to what people sent in.
Why is he so upset?
Cause that song.
Oh dear. Okay. Fart face.
I got music. You want to hear it? You want to hear it? Oh.
Is that what I sound like?
Yes. The first song for today comes from Glitter Bubble 3. Let me just turn the volume down just in case it's...
Is this GBA or DS?
DS.
It's not first party.
It is first party.
Oh my god. Pokemon?
Nope.
What? Is this some sort of racing?
No.
It's not racing?
It's not racing.
Did you just throw up? What happened?
Looking at the name of one of the other songs in the game.
All right, so let's do this. It's not Animal Crossing. Fire Emblem. It's not Smash Brothers.
It's not.
Yoshi's Island.
No.
Yoshi's Store, whatever.
RPG.
Nope.
All right, go ahead. I don't know.
It's Wario, Master of Disguise.
Oh,
And
man.
one of the songs is called Master of Disguise Blowhole Castle. Wait, let's just in case it's
Goosebumps.
Blowhole Castle.
Speaking of Goosebumps, check out the latest video on our YouTube channel, or go over to Any Austin's YouTube channel, because he reviewed Goosebumps. I don't remember what it's called. Goosebumps blah 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 for Switch for us, and it's a fantastic review.
Welcome to Blowhole Castle. So that was Wario, Master of Disguise.
Master Wario,
and that came to us from Glitter Bubble 3. The next song for today comes from Mikey3319. It's coming. Just be patient, you know.
Oh boy. Is it licensed?
I don't think so.
I don't know at all. I got absolutely nothing.
It's on the NES.
Thanks, I know that.
Baby's Day.
Nope.
I don't know.
Ryukin's got it.
Low G Man.
Nope.
Circus Charlie.
Nope.
Circus Chabley.
Nope. Give up?
Yes.
Sky Kid.
I never played that.
Mm-hmm.
This music section is off to a great start.
So that was Sky Kid for the NES, and that came to us from Mikey3319. The next song for today comes from Autumnal Blake.
Is it like a me channel or something?
Yeah.
Did he get it?
It's an or something. It
What
wasn't.
system?
Wii.
All right, so is it a channel?
Like a menu from Wii Fit?
It's a channel.
Everybody votes.
Yes. That was a combined effort. Great job, you two.
Do Michael's favorite one.
Yeah, that's right. So that was Everybody Votes on the Wii from Autumnal Blake. This song comes from Blood Ocean 07. I love the music from this game.
Well, I don't know which one it is. Bit Trip Runner. Bit Trip Runner 2.
Yeah, it's Bit Trip Runner 2.
Or Runner 2.
Yeah. With Wet Fart Cheeseburger?
Wet Fart Cheeseburger. The one and only.
I love it. So that was from Blood Ocean 07, and it was Bit Trip Runner 2. This one comes from Char.
Oh, okay. This is an Ace Attorney game. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.
It's Phoenix Wright. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I don't know which one it is.
I don't know which one it is.
Trials and Tribulations.
It is Trials and Tribulations. We feel like we just had one of those. That
It wasn't that bad.
I'm just being silly, a little punchy.
Yeah, I can tell.
I know. So that was from Char, and it was Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. This song comes from Geku Kitsune.
All right, so this is a portable. No? What is it? Switch?
Switch and Wii U.
Can you cool your jets, man? We got 5 minutes.
I don't know. Is this a franchise?
I don't think so.
I got nothing.
It is Freedom Planet.
You know, I never got around to playing that game, and I should.
Well,
I should have.
now you wish you really, yeah. Here comes one from Jet Jaguar.
Focus all attacks. I like it. What system?
DS.
The first party?
No.
I couldn't even venture a guess. Man, I'm doing terrible this week. I don't know.
Viva Pinata Pocket Paradise.
I have not played that. I believe you did.
Yeah. I did. That was Viva Pinata Pocket Paradise from Jet Jaguar, and this one comes from Matthew Brown.
This is familiar.
Yeah, I bet it is.
What system?
3DS and DS.
Pokemon something. I don't know.
No.
Why is this familiar? What came out on 3DS and DS? It's got a Castlevania vibe to it, but it's not Castlevania. Have I played it?
Yeah.
First party?
Yeah.
First party DS and 3DS. All right, let's go through. You know that I played it. So,
I'm assuming you played it.
all right, so it's not Animal Crossing, it's not Pokemon, it's not Mario. It's a Mario? Oh, so it's got to be Mario and Luigi.
Yeah.
Bowser's Inside Story?
Yep.
That's why I know it.
Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story from Matthew Brown. This one, I'm excited to listen to. It comes from the Namekian Clown.
Okay, so this has a first party feel to it.
I think it's first party, but I don't. Let me double check on that.
What system?
DS.
It has a Star Fox feel to it.
It's not.
Why are you excited? Meteos?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not first party.
I really liked Meteos. Had a great time with that game. And we were playing it right around. When the Wii launched?
I don't know.
We were in the city.
I don't know.
I think this is our last song for today, and it comes from Naka/Northern Sequence.
Okay. Is it a rare game?
No.
Okay. It has to have a composer of a rare game. Okay. Is it ukulele?
No.
Is it Mario Rabbids
Yes.
Kingdom Battle? Yeah, same composer. He does the same flourishes in all of his songs.
Yeah,
That
you got
sounds
it.
like it could fit into a Banjo-Kazooie game.
All right. So yes, it was played a couple weeks ago, but I believe it was from someone else.
Oh.
And it's impossible for me to remember exactly which songs from which games I have
Anastasia
played.
Beaverhausen says 6 out of 9.
Did-
Kurt Dog says 6 out of 10. So we ended up better than I thought, but still not happy with that. Oh, okay. Well, that's that, everybody.
That is
Mom
that.
Ray needs a nap. The cat's getting extra fussy. Nicky Hill's got to play some solitaire. He's having withdrawal.
Oh, I totally forgot the other game that I played. Wow.
What did you play?
I've been playing Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I'm still not done with it. It's kind of the game that keeps on going. But so there's impressive moments there's like some interesting like action sequences where you're just running or like moving and climbing and jumping while things are happening and you have to get out. Like very, very Drake's Fortune or Uncharted. Obviously that's the type of game. But and the landscapes and stuff, they do like some of the the temples or whatever, the tombs or crypts, and just like the environments are really well done. So I do give them a lot of credit. It's just, coming out of another game that's newer and took far longer to produce. I am still enjoying it. It's just, not at that same level because again, it didn't take 6 or 7 years to make it, but my hat's off to them. My hat is off to them.
They should make a game where Nathan Drake and Lara Croft team up together on an adventure, and then they fall in love and they have sweet sex and they make their baby grows up to be Professor Hacker.
Professor who?
Hacker. Or no, that's not his name. That's the goddamn what's is that his name? Henry Hatsworth?
Professor Hacker is the golf.
Yeah, I know. Henry
Outer
Hatsworth.
Banks.
Yes, they would give birth to Henry Hatsworth.
Yeah.
It's the crossover people.
Wait, and Henry Hatsworth is like Benjamin Buttons.
Benjamin Buttons.
Buttons.
All right, we're off the rails. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. And we'll see you next week. And goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Be safe. Hey, it's August.
Yeah, that didn't get in there. It's in the after show though. Yeah, so I watched Vivarium. Have you seen Vivarium?
I just put it in my list. My friend watched. He had talked to me after he had watched like part of it, and he thought it was pretty strange.
Part of it? Who watches part of a movie?
When you got things to do, you can't sit down for the whole thing.
Then maybe you shouldn't watch a movie.
Oh boy.
No, I just, I only watch a movie when I know I have the time to watch a movie. Obviously, something might come up at home, but more often than not.
Sometimes I go to watch something and I'm like 30 minutes in and I fall asleep. So.
I'll give it a 5 or a 6.
That's rough.
I don't know.
When did you watch Pokemon? Detective Pokemon?
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Steel Diver, I've fallen out of comics since the pandemic because it screwed up the whole going weekly and picking stuff up, and then it's just
coronavirus wreaks havoc on those comic book pages.
They get filthy. But yeah, Vivarium is, I don't know. I'd be interested to see what other people think of it. I don't know. I should have watched Vivarium and then Uncut Gems, because then I would have watched the worst of the two first. But I don't know. It's not a bad movie.
Wait, you watched them both on the same night? Holy man.
Yeah, I watched them last night.
That's funny because Uncut Gems is not short.
It's 2 hours.
I thought it was just over 2 hours.
It might be like 2:15.
But to watch that and then another movie afterwards, that's impressive. It's not, it's not binge watching a series.
Well, I watched Uncut Gems, then I did some work, and then I watched Vivarium, which is like an hour and a half. Well, I was either gonna play games for a few hours, or I was gonna watch some movies, and my cousin wanted me to see that movie, so I watched that, and I was like, and Vivarium was on my list, so I was like, I'll just watch that now because I'm in a movie mood. Then I did some more
Vivarium pretzels.
I did some more work and I went to bed. Yeah, watch Vivarium. Let me know what you think.
I watched a couple weeks ago the Confession Killer.
Yes.
The series about that guy.
Yes.
It's kind of infuriating. That was interesting. And then you know what I watched this past week that I never finished? I never went back and watched the second series.
Showgirls.
The second season of Showgirls. the second season of Making a Murderer. I never watched that.
Oof.
And so I watched that this past week, and it's actually like it's a lot of information, and you kind of feel like you didn't really get anywhere by the end of the season. You're still working on things.
I play a game. I don't get anywhere. I watch a documentary. I don't get anywhere.
Did you see the second season of that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. It's all like they put all this work into it, and like, you know, the state just shuts them down every step of the way.
Well, you know what they should do is they should take that case and submit it to Unsolved Mysteries, and then they'll get it solved.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
All right, that's it. We're gonna be done here, everybody. What's going on?
I started watching Love on the Spectrum, and that's.
I was telling Mom Breen to watch that. It's right up her alley.
Watch any of it?
She did not, and I
No,
did
it's just
not.
you.
No, I did not.
It's it's a real heart warmer.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hang out with friends and family virtually or however you're doing it. Play some games, rest, relax. You deserve it. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. Stay safe. Be careful. Hey, it's August.
There. That got all in that time.